going on, moviegoers all over the world? My name is Ryan D. You can know the Ryan680.
I'm Justin at Dose of Stir.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk. Movie Talk for movie fans, ladies and gentlemen, moviegoers out there all over the world. This is Alamo City Movie Talk. And this is our Netflix reviews.
Bird Box.
Yeah, Netflix original review, guys. I mean, this is our segment that we like to do. Everything Netflix here at the Movie Talk Studios. So, man, I mean, just Bird Box. This is the next buzzing movie that everyone's going to be talking about.
Aren't you glad I told you about it?
Yeah, you're the one that actually told me about it. We requested to watch it early, and it didn't work for you a little bit, but I mean, it's all good. Like, it just, man. Okay, so I'm going to say that, wow, Sandra Bullock was phenomenal in this movie. Again, like, it just, I mean, she knows how to play those roles ever since.
She's a very good actor.
Very good actress. Yeah. We've seen her countless times. Blindside's another good one. I loved her in Blindside. I mean, just when she takes on that lead female role, and she multiplies it like crazy. Like she sees it on paper, but like on her, like, it's just phenomenal. I love her acting. I love the way her impressions are. Like, I love her body language, everything. Like, it's almost like she is that character every single time. Like, I'm all like, what? Like, Sandra Bullock again? Like, it just knocks it out of the park. Yeah. So this movie was. Everyone's comparing it, guys, and I know you mentioned it too as well. Like, so go ahead and give us the translation of this movie.
All right. So,
what formula are they using?
All right. So, if you haven't seen the movie, and why you're watching this, but just to give you a little rundown about the movie, basically this whole movie is about, it's kind of like it's an apocalyptic movie. It's pretty much. Yeah. Is what it is.
Which I'm a sucker for. I love apocalyptic movies. You know. Yeah.
Yeah. It's pretty much. Everyone has to wear their blindfold. Whoever makes eye contact with the presence or the creature,
whatever you want to call it.
I mean, which I'll explain in a little bit. It makes you commit suicide. Mm-hmm. So that's basically the whole synopsis of the movie. I mean, not the whole synopsis, but that's the theme of it.
And no one knows what it is. It's an unknown terror. It's global. I mean, no one knows what's going on. And when you first go into it, and it's crazy because it's just with this the way that one of the things I really did love about this movie was that it goes into like a simple day. Let's go get a checkup.
It starts off pretty quick.
Yeah, and it sucks because. I know, spoiler alert, I mean, it sucks to get pregnant. I mean, to be pregnant around that time. Yeah. Like, that was so horrible. I was like, God, it sucks. Like, Sandra Bullock's pregnant. I was like, dang. And then, so, with that being said, it was a very normal day, and it just knocked it out of the park. It just went boom, boom, boom. Like,
everything's happening at once.
Everything's happening at once. Damn. I mean, it was just, wow, that was crazy. And then, kudos to, I won't mention how much great time she was in, but Sarah Paulson was a phenomenal. Of course, we see her so many times in American Horror Story. She's iconic in American Horror Story. Yeah. So I mean, she's another great actress right there.
She's a very great actress.
Yes,
She's always got the emotional acting down.
Yeah, she comes out in Carol. She came out 12 Years a Slave. I mean, she knows how to act. So these are two well-known actresses, and I mean. This movie was very what did you say the formula was? It was A Quiet Place.
So pretty much like what I saw after seeing this whole movie. Yeah. There was, I know it's a mixture of other things too as well. Yes. But what I got from it was it's basically like a mixture of A Quiet Place and The Happening. Yes. Of course, it uses the instead of like you can't make no noises, like you can't see it.
Which is I don't know what's worse. So if we had a choice,
I'd rather stay quiet.
You rather stay quiet than right? Because like you don't know what you're running into. Because half the time that movie was so realistic. I loved it too because Sandra like she kept hitting stuff like it was just crazy. Because I mean, especially with the kids. I mean, it was just so everything so mixed emotions, and it's just like her. She was just like. I mean, just the fear. I mean, she was so believable. Like, you could feel her fear in my heart. Like, it was just like, man. And I felt sorry for her. I was like, God, man, you don't know what's going on. Like, you can't see the enemy. Like, you can't see what you're up against.
Yeah, pretty much the actual fear of not being able to know where you're at or what's in front of you. That's right there. That
alone is scary.
That's right there is the thriller.
The
suspense.
And it's funny too because I didn't like you already mentioned already, like Justin already mentioned. I did not know this movie was coming out at the time. And then Justin mentioned it to me. He's like, "Hey man, we need to watch A Quiet Place. We gotta get Netflix to it. We gotta get on it." So I was like, okay, so. I didn't know what to think. Yeah, Bird Box, and I was all like, "No, I'm sorry." Yeah. Bird Box. Yeah, Bird Box, and then, but it's funny because like, it's just people are gonna resemble this because A Quiet Place came out this year. They're gonna resemble it as A Quiet Place, but different, and it's cool because I'm just like, that's awesome because it's they're both work of arts. They're both great films. They're both good films. I mean. Great performances by both. Emily Blunt, the married couple of John
Krasinski and
Emily Blunt. Like it just, I mean, they both did a phenomenal job in their Quiet Place in their world, and it just everyone loved A Quiet Place is gonna love this movie. I feel, and that's what I'm getting at because because everyone I know a lot of people actually love the post-apocalyptic movies.
Everyone.
I was all like, if the world's gonna end, 8-Legged Freaks. Remember that movie? That was it. That was kind of post-apocalyptic in a small town.
Yeah. So let's go into depth in this movie. Yeah. So I know, like you were telling me earlier, like I didn't like how I didn't know what it was.
Okay, let's go. Oh, spoilers alert, guys. So plot holes.
Yeah.
So what I did not like was. We never actually saw what it was. Yeah. We saw a shadow. That's like the minimum that we got. If we even got that. Yeah. I don't even remember like too much of it, but we got a shadow of it. And I did not like because I'm just like, okay, give us the main plot. Okay, give us the first act, introduce us to the world. Second act, show us the action and all that good stuff. Then third act, show us the climax of the movie. Even at the climax of the movie, it was just like, it was good. It was. I mean, I'm not saying this is a terrible movie. It was just a couple plot holes that kind of bothered me a little bit.
Well, I feel like the movie did a good way of explaining what was going on. Okay. I know I always feel like that's one thing that hurts post-apocalyptic movies.
Is they don't explain it.
Well. No.
Oh, okay.
They explain it too fast. Like, how'd you get that info? Like, quick,
okay, yeah, I got you. Yeah.
That's I've always felt that. Like, no, like, I know they don't truly say what it is, but one of the characters in there, which just so happened to know kind of sort of what it is because he's writing a novel on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So he basically says that the creatures are demons. Okay. And this is Judgment Day. This is a Judgment Day because there's so many different kind of. This is what Judgment Day is going to be. Mm-hmm. But they're basically they're out to collect souls, and if you look at them, they make you either see someone from your past, make you just pretty much anything. Like they make you if they already captured that person, or if they already got that person's soul, I guess, so to speak. That's it. Like, and it reaches memories deep down inside of you and everything.
Yes, and that was crazy because I'm just like, man, I was like, it's so hard. Like, if you were, it makes you question, are you that strong enough to withstand all that? Like, to withstand, like,
dude, there's like people there and like,
it was too crazy.
And what I like too is like, and how you said that, like, why were there people still alive that could see it or whatever? Mm-hmm. It makes sense to me because if these spirits are trying to get everybody, they're trying to kill everyone.
Yeah.
And I think they're smart enough to realize, like, everyone's who is alive still is going to be blindfolded. We can't physically touch them.
It's like,
so we need people. We need influencers.
Yeah,
we need
so
followers.
Pretty much this is through a 5-year span.
Yeah.
And so it's like the demon, or like the spirit, however you want to say it, like the post-apocalyptic creature, it evolved with us. So when we learned, it learned. Yeah. Like it learned like, oh, there people are blindfolded now, so I'm gonna lure them this way. Like it felt like that, and that was good. I mean, the storytelling was great. Not to say that this was a bad movie, because I'm not saying that whatsoever. But I felt like the plot holes was just like it kind of and they never fully explained what it was, where it came from, or anything like that.
It was just speculation on what it was.
Exactly. So. It was just very speculation, and Bird Box. Yeah. I mean, that's pretty much like the end of the movie. Like it's just like.
Yeah. So what like how you asked me, what's the deal with the birds or whatever like that. So, it like I explained to Ryan, if you've seen Silent Hill, of course, the people who are living in the world, they're carrying around a bird cage, which they basically animals in general have it's been said that they can sense spirits or whatever. Yeah. So that's why I feel like it's your dog like barking at the corner of a room. You're just like, oh crap. Like but birds are the ones that are most affected by it because they, like you see any form of like an apocalypse movie or like something like that. The birds are flying away first, right? And you're like, what the hell's going on? Yeah. So they, animals have they have that sense.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's why they carry them around. And that was actually a very smart idea for them to do. But yeah, man, I mean, honestly.
So what did you feel like they needed in this movie? Because I'm gonna be straightforward. I'm gonna feel like on the plot holes, I feel like they needed to at least kind of conclude on them, like figure out what the idea of what it was, at least give us like, I mean they kind of did give us an idea, but it wasn't a definite answer. Like it wasn't like, oh, okay, we let this in, like with for instance The Mist. That's another good one. Like The Mist, like they gave a logic, like it came out because they opened a portal. Like it just like I want that sense of conclusion to that story.
But I mean, like I look at it this way: if I was in that world, it's like, what are the chances of you actually finding out? Like think realistically, like
I got you.
Unless you're gonna like run into somebody that like
was in charge of it, or,
which
I let it out.
Honestly though, this was a very great movie. The ending of it was ironic as hell. Of course, because spoiler alert. The people who are surviving in this world and everything are blind.
Spoiler,
It was ironic. It was like,
okay, of course, of course they survived. I was like Sandra Bullock, But so what I mean, great performance by Sandra Bullock again. Once again, I'm gonna say that, and I'm gonna feel like this was the movie that we deserved. But it's funny because not a lot of people are buzzing about this now. At this very moment, people are buzzing about it. Just like Bird Box is like A Quiet Place, or Bird Box is awesome. Sandra Bullock, another great performance, because everyone's gonna be talking about Sandra Bullock's performance. Let's be honest. Like it's not just the movie itself; it's her in there that really carries out the movie, and it's her carrying out. It's following her story, her storytelling, her opinion, her point of view of this movie, along with the other good cast members as well. And so, with all that being said, I'm just like, man, Sandra Bullock. I mean, she's phenomenal, and I loved it so much. I'm gonna say though, the character development of her was phenomenal, man. Like she was changed completely from the beginning of the movie when she was a scared, frightened person into a very courageous woman. And she changed so much. I mean, their lifestyle. I mean, not just their lifestyle to change, but everything. I mean, it just
her whole attitude. And
attitude. The love was gone at the end. Like it was just, there was no love anymore. Like it was just like she just. I don't want to get hurt anymore. Pretty much like affecting by her.
And then it changes throughout the movie too as well. But yeah, man. I mean, I had to give your hats off to Netflix because they've been hitting it with their movies. Man.
I guess you could say towards like I guess you could say September all the way down. They've just been knocking it out the park. I mean, the Christmas Chronicles. They didn't feel like they did too well in the Princess Wedding. I think that that was very cheesy. I did love the Princess Switch. Vanessa Hudgens was great. I don't mind the cheesy moments as long as there's kind of like it. I don't know. Kind of makes sense.
Dude, I always think it's crazy how like these companies that when they first start off, you're like, oh, okay, that's how long is that really gonna last? Like they started off doing subscriptions for DVDs.
Yes, and they would send it to your house, and then you have to go through this process. It's like a rental thing, and then
rest in peace to Blockbuster.
Because it's funny.
They denied a partnership with them.
Blockbuster was supposed to buy them out. They were gonna buy them out, and then it never happened. They said, "Oh, no, we're not gonna do that. That's stupid."
You know what? Actually, it's a good thing they didn't, because I don't think Netflix would have been what it is
now today.
Because Blockbuster was gonna go under eventually. Whatever. But yeah,
rest in peace, Blockbuster. Rate 1 out of 10, man.
Honestly, I'll give this. I'll give it an 8.
Ooh, I already had the 8.
I'll give it an 8. Yeah. So I wasn't even looking at you.
Oh, okay.
But yeah,
don't lie.
Honestly, I will give it an 8. I mean, like I said, the one thing that did bother me about it is that I just still feel like the characters just so happen to know more about what was going on than because like right away that one guy was like, it's like close your eyes, put it down or put your head down or everything. I felt like that was too. I don't know. I feel like they knew too much too soon.
Too soon. Okay. Yeah,
that was my problem. But nonetheless, still a great movie.
I will say too as well. I'm gonna give kudos off to her name's Rosa Salazar, and she's actually we've seen her in Chips as the one of the cops, and then just I loved it. And we are also gonna see, which is the movie you've been telling me about. My wife's been telling me about is the Battle Angel movie. Yeah, she's the actual robot or however you want to say. So we're gonna see her in there too as well. I mean, I hope that she actually, because I mean she was just she wasn't the main character obviously in here, but what I really do hope is that we actually get to see her acting potential in that upcoming movie. So Netflix, they know what they're doing over there in Netflix Studios.
Yeah, and also too, it was pretty funny how what's his name was also in there too, Machine Gun Kelly.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew who he is.
Which one?
Machine Gun Kelly. Do you know who he is?
Nah.
He's a rapper.
Oh, okay.
But as soon as I saw him, I was like, really, Machine Gun Kelly. But yeah. And then also to give a shout out to Howery.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Okay.
Yeah. Correct if we're pronouncing it wrong. Sorry about that. Yeah.
Up and coming guy. I don't really know a lot of movies that he's in except for, of course, Get Out.
He's in Tag as well.
He recently did to Uncle Drew as well.
Oh, that's right.
That was the first time I actually saw him. I know he's been in so many other movies.
Projects, yeah.
I know he was an internet dude. Okay. To begin with. So yeah. But yeah, he's getting up there, and he good acting and everything. In this movie, he did pretty good. Yeah. Yeah. When I saw Uncle Drew, I was like, But
no.
Real good actor.
Yeah, I hope we get to see him in a lot more movies projects as well.
You will.
Oh, yeah. Most definitely. Alrighty, guys. Clicking that play button, by the way. And give us a thumbs up if you like our video, guys. As always, I am your host, Ryan D. aka Ryan680.
And I'm Justin, at Dose of Stir.
And this is Alamo City Movie Talk, guys. Movie Talk for movie fans. Hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Give us a thumbs up if you like our review, guys. Thank you. Have a wonderful day.